What do you do when you want a cookie but a cinnamon roll? You make a cinnamon roll cookie. If you're interested, you want to see how I make it, stay tuned, continue watching, and let's get right into the video. Hey y'all, it's your girl Jessthatchef, and thanks for clicking on this video and coming with me to make these cinnamon roll cookies. So, like I said, what do you do when you want both? My boyfriend actually did something really nice for me yesterday, and he loves cinnamon rolls. But your girl feeling cookies, so I'm gonna be a little selfish and add what I want to it so that we can have the best of both worlds. So I found this recipe on, let me find it. It's called Cookies and Cups, and it's actually a cinnamon roll cookie recipe. So no, I'm not the first person to think of that. Never thought I was. And I'm gonna give credit to them, and I'll actually link the recipe down below so that y'all can see the recipe if you want to make them yourself and if it comes out well. But yeah, so I have my phone right here, so I'm looking down. That's what I'm doing to try to figure out how to make these things. You need butter, sugar, well, brown sugar. It's dark, but I only have white, and it says you can use light, along with ground cinnamon, some granulated sugar, egg, vanilla, heavy cream, baking powder, kosher salt, all-purpose flour, and powdered sugar and milk. Seems like a lot, but I think I have everything on deck. So let me go ahead and lay everything out, and then in the next clip you see everything, and I'll start combining everything up. Alright y'all, so I have all my ingredients laid out back there, as you can probably see, and according to the recipe, the first thing that we need to do is create the filling, which is interesting to me. So it says combine the butter, brown sugar, and cinnamon, and set that aside. So let's get the butter, which is not melted, so I need to melt the butter. Get the brown sugar here, and the cinnamon. So let me go ahead and melt the brown sugar. How do you melt brown sugar? Let me go ahead and melt the butter. Alright y'all, so we got the butter melted here. It says we need 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Pretty sure this recipe wants the brown sugar to be packed, so that's what I'm trying to do. So that is 1/4 cup of sugar. And then we need 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. Maybe I should take the top off. I'm just gonna mix that up real quick, and then we're done with the filling. The filling looks kind of red, but can y'all see? Here's kind of what the filling is looking like. I don't know if you can see it, but hey. Go ahead and set this to the side. Now it's time to make the actual dough. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my stand mixer out. I think I've only used my stand mixer maybe once or twice. But you're gonna get that big girl out, and we're gonna get to the next part of making the dough. So give me 1 second to pull her out, and I'll be back. Okay, so we have the stand mixer out, and we have the pan paddle attachment is according to the recipe. So it says to start off with some room temperature butter and combine that with some granulated sugar. So we need about 3/4 cups of sugar, and the butter. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. Three-fourths cup of sugar. More or less. And we're gonna go ahead and cream that together using our mixer. And it says to do it medium speed for 2 minutes. It might help if I plug in the stand mixer for it to work. Alright, we got the butter and sugar all creamed up. Now let's go ahead and add our egg. Got some vanilla. Don't judge my imitation vanilla. It is what it is, but that's what we're working with today. 2 teaspoons. Go ahead and go in with some cream. 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. And it's quite heavy. Anybody's cream is super thick sometimes. Ooh. But it smells fine. Ugh. It's disgusting. 1. Ooh. A 3. Have whipping cream done. And I think the last thing is the baking powder and the salt. 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a half a teaspoon of salt. You rinse this off first. Half teaspoon of salt. And a teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder. Oh, that's baking soda. Never mind. Mix for 1 minute, scraping the sides, and then turn the mixer to low and add in the flour. So we're gonna let it do what it do real quick, and then I'll come back and we're adding the flour. Alright, y'all, it's flour time. Flour time. Probably should get a spoon. I need to get like those little spoons that go with your flour and sugar, so that it's always there and it's convenient. But what happens when you it gets to the bottom? Maybe I should buy a separate set so that it's always there when I need it. Start just doing this much, then I'll add the flour, the rest of it. Looks like we have a dough. I don't like when it does this. Alright, so the next step is to roll up some parchment paper, lightly flour it, and knead the dough. You're going to press the dough out into a 5x10 rectangle. Doesn't have to be exact or neat. So let's go ahead and say bye-bye to my stand mixer. So I went ahead and floured my parchment paper. Got my dough here. Some would say this is the fun part, or some would say this is the nasty part. Which one are you? I kind of don't like my hands getting dirty, but all in the name of cinnamon roll cookies. It smells really good though. It smells so good. All right. Oh, this is not bad. Easy to press out. Can y'all see? Hold on, let me get y'all. Okay, that should be better. What's a 15 by 10? Wait, inches or centimeters? I think that this size will do for sure. So now we gotta spread this filling mixture we made earlier on top of the dough. And we're gonna leave about 1 inch of the edges uncovered. Alright, that looks good to me. Looks good to me. And I'm gonna go ahead and roll it up lengthwise, I think it says. So I'm gonna roll it up tightly. There she is. Now we have to cut it into 10 pieces. If it was a cinnamon roll, I'd probably get some dental floss, but I think I'm just going to get a knife, saw it, call it. Alright, I got this bread knife to cut my dough. Might not be smart, but hey. I read a technique when you're making cinnamon rolls and you don't want to smush it to like saw it back and forth. So that is what I'm going to try to do. I honestly and truly should probably just get some dental floss. I feel like it would make my life easier right now. Three down. Got about 12 pieces, and then I went ahead and lightly floured this so I can put them into the freezer once I make them to roll them up. So I'm just gonna roll them into balls. It's probably gonna be some big cookies, but it's okay. Tell me you go to church without telling me you go to church. Tell me you was raised in church without telling me you were raised in church. Rolling, and the gospel flair to it. All right, so I got all 12 of them into this container here. Don't they look so nice and delectable? Okay, now it's time to go into the freezer for the next 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to clean up my station while the cinnamon roll cookies are in the freezer. I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 and line another baking sheet with parchment paper to cook 5 of them at a time. We think we can do 6? Let's try 6. But I'm going to go ahead and put these in the freezer and I will be back in a minute. Alright y'all, I'm super excited because the dough has been sitting in the freezer for about 20 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out, have my parchment line sheet below me, and I'll also have the oven preheated to 350. So let me get this dough, show you to it real quick, and then let's pop them in the oven. Right, here we have the dough. It's nice and frozen, cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna try to pick out the dough that's about the same size. We're probably gonna put 6, put on the sheet, and then put them in the oven for 15 to 17 minutes. Okay, there we go. Looks so nice. Just here. Okay, we'll do it like that. And while these are in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and put these back in the refrigerator so that they don't get too soft or anything. And I have 6 left. All right. I will come back to you guys when come out the oven. And then we'll make the icing while they're in the oven, so it can be like the fresh drizzle right after they get out and cool just a little bit. All right, y'all. So I'm getting a little impatient for this for the cookies to be completed. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the icing to take my mind off of it, and hopefully by then we'll only have a few minutes left before they're done. Referring back to the recipe, it says 2 tablespoons of butter melted. I have my butter melted here already. 1 cup of powdered sugar and 1 to 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm honestly just gonna wing it. I'm not gonna use any measurements, or I'm not gonna use any like measuring cups or anything like that. Just gotta whisk it. Got my baby whisk and I'm so excited to use. Shout out to my nana for buying it. And let's make this icing. So I got this powdered sugar right here. So I'm pour it in. I'm gonna do a good amount. Seems about half a cup right there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just add a splash of this lactose-free milk. We're almost out, so start with that. Gonna whisk, whisk, whisk. I don't think I've ever used like butter for icing. I always just use powdered sugar and milk to make my icings, but maybe this is better. Maybe this tastes better. We shall see. I'm gonna go in and add a little bit more powdered sugar. Alright. Whisk that together. I think I'm gonna keep it at this consistency. See, making sure all the lumps are out of it. It's really good. Okay, and I think we're good with the icing for this. And all we have now, 6 minutes. Now, why the witch trying to run away? Why? Anyways, 6 minutes left on the cookies. Y'all, I just took these cookies out and OMG, they look amazing. I don't know what I was expecting them to look like. They look a little crunchy on the bottom, but I promise you they're not. But yeah, I'm super excited to try these. Fun fact, I did use this spatula just to round them out a little bit more, because you know they spread weird in the oven, but I'm gonna let these sit for 5 minutes on the cookie sheet, and then I'm gonna transfer them to a wire baking sheet, and then I'm gonna let them cool all the way, and I'm gonna add the icing to it while they're on the cooling rack. But I'm not gonna let them wait. I don't want them to, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want them to cool down all the way, because then they won't have that nice, you know, not crispy, but I guess, you know, when you have a donut, if you catch my drift, you catch my drift. But yeah, so I'm gonna put them on the cooling rack, and then I'm gonna add the icing after they set on here for 5 minutes, and then I'll come back later when I try them. As you can see, cookies are looking amazing. They're all cooled down. And now it's time to taste this. We have a special guest for this tasting. Come, come, come.
What's up, everybody?
Alright. So you know these are, right?
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
We'll just try this one on top.
I'm trying to break it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm excited. I love cinnamon rolls. I've
Ooh,
never
look
had a
at
cinnamon
that.
roll cookie.
Look at that, y'all.
That looks good. Y'all have to try this.
You ain't even tried it yet.
It look good. I know it's good.
Cheers. What's your thoughts? Good. Mmm. The flavor hitting me.
If you make them once, I promise you'll make them again.
And some ice cream.
These are 10 out of 10. I definitely recommend. So, make these, and please comment below what you think.
You heard him. So comment down below. Alright, y'all. I'm about to be out. Time for dinner.
And if you like the recipes, make sure you subscribe. There'll be plenty more.
Thank you for watching. Jessthatchef out. Bye.